Hello and welcome back to another episode of Holistic Happiness Club. And this episode is about how to win your mornings and therefore your day. So, this is a widely popular topic, and so many people have spoken about it. So many opinions are floating around on the internet, and I'm not here to give you another opinion about how to win your morning. I'm here to give you experiences of my own, experience of my friends, and experiences of my clients, because all of us, including myself, have failed multiple times in creating a winning morning routine. All of us have tried so many advices which are given on internet, but something or the other was not fitting in the puzzle, and we all were failing sometimes. So in these experiences, in these failures, something has emerged out, and that is what I'm here to share with you all. But before I start the episode of the day, the topic of the day, I want to say thank you for tuning in to Holistic Happiness Club, and special thanks to each one of you who tune into Holistic Happiness Club every single week. The investment of time that you guys give, that you guys do in Holistic Happiness Club, that's the motivation, that's the fuel that keeps me going every week to put out some meaningful content. And as always, I will try to give you the best value of your time invested in this particular podcast, in this particular episode. I will try to give you the best value that you can get anywhere else. That will be my attempt. Anyways, so let's start the topic of the day: how to win your morning and therefore your day. Hi, my name is Akshay Tiwari. I am a holistic happiness coach, author of the book named Usher, and the founder of Holistic Happiness Club. Holistic Happiness Club is the place where we talk about happiness holistically. We understand that happiness is not a single faceted thing, it's a multifaceted thing, and that's why it needs to be talked about. It needs to be looked at from a 360-degree perspective. There are multiple facets, there are multiple angles, there are multiple parts that make us happy. There are multiple things that connects together in our life that makes us happy, and that's why we need to look at each and every component of happiness in our life, be it our relationship, be it our finances, be it our career, be it our contribution to the society, be it anything else that make us our life, right? So every nook and corner, every part needs to be looked at in order to be happy. There needs to be a balance in every part of our life in order to be happy, and that is what we talk about, that is what we try in Holistic Happiness Club. Anyways, more about me and Holistic Happiness Club at the end of the episode, but for now, let's tune in into the episode, the topic of the day. All right, so let's begin with the topic of the day: how to win your mornings and therefore your day. So let's first understand what is morning routine and why it is important, and what is an ideal morning routine. So what is morning routine? Morning routine is nothing but simply the set of activities that you do as soon as you wake up, right? Now, why it is important to have a morning routine? It is important because it is as important as to have a destination set when you start from your home for a long drive. If you're going on a long drive, if you do not have a destination set, you will be keep on wandering, right? You will not reach anywhere. And that is, if you have a destination set, you will do things accordingly. And similarly, if you have a morning routine set, you will follow that morning routine, you will follow those set of activities instead of simply doing some random activities. All right, now why it is important to have this morning routine, to have this set of instructions, set of activities penned down for yourself? It is because in the morning we have our willpower at the strongest, and at that time, I mean, our brain, our mind is asking for this chemical called dopamine, right? Our mind, our brain is asking for the reward. Dopamine is a molecule of reward. When you do something good, when you do something which you like, or that your mind and your body likes, then your body releases dopamine in as a reward, and you feel good. More dopamine is also called feel good chemical, feel good hormone. So when your brain releases dopamine, you feel good. So, and we are constantly seeking the release of dopamine. That is what neuroscience understand, and this is what I have understood from Huberman's podcast. Okay, so because we are seeking on, and if we keep the neuroscience aside, in general, in common sense also, we are constantly seeking to feel good, right? And if we keep the neuroscience aside, as I said, if you keep the chemical things aside, in general, as a human, we are constantly seeking to be happy, to feel good, right? Throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, we want to feel good. We do things so that we feel good about ourselves, about the day, about the activities, right? So with that common sense, let's move forward. So in the morning, whatever we do, or throughout the day, whatever we do, we are doing it to feel good. Now in the morning, if you are doing some cheap things in the sense like scrolling through social media, turning on the TV and listening to the news, and when you are doing all those things, so they are like shortcuts for dopamine release. If you are taking those shortcuts for dopamine release throughout the day, you will be seeking those shortcuts, right? And that is why you will not have this willpower, this motivation to do something important. Social media scrolling, listening to the news, it is not important for most of us, right? So that's why if you do these things in the morning, if you do not have any other activities set for the morning, if you do these things in the morning throughout the day, you are looking for the shortcuts, and that's why you do not get accomplished any important thing throughout the day. And that is why it is important that you have a set of morning routine, set of activities that you call morning routine, and you follow along that morning routine, so that you are set to win the day, you are set to complete some tough task also during the day. Okay, now we have understood what morning routine is, what what is the reason that you need to have a morning routine. Now what is an ideal morning routine? Okay, so let's understand that. Number one thing, that nothing is written on stones. Your morning routine can be different from my morning routine. Your activities in an ideal morning routine can be different from mine. Your category of activities can be different from mine, right? So there is nothing that is written on stone. If somebody is saying that this is the perfect morning routine, I'm sorry, that is the perfect morning routine for that person. It might not be for you, it might not be for me. So we need to decide what is an ideal morning routine for us. All right. Now, the second thing that we need to understand, that some people are there who advocate to have a long morning routine, hour long, 2 hour long, maybe 3 hour long, maybe 1.5 hour long. And some people are there who will say that short morning routine are very good, because they give you a sense of win, that because they get completed in very short amount of time. But according to me, it's up to you. If you are someone who is happy with that short morning routine, then it's for you. If you are someone who is happy with that long morning routine, then it's for you. Again, there is nothing that is written on you on the stones. You need to decide whether you are going to follow a short morning routine or a long morning routine. All right, whatever works for you. You can decide, I mean, you can experiment one week on each kind of morning routine, and you can see what is making you feel good and what is making you win your day, right? Whatever works for you is good for you. Okay, and the third thing is that it should reflect your own philosophy. As I said, it is very personal, nothing is written on stone. So because it is going to be tailored for you, so it should reflect your philosophy. For example, for me, the morning routine which have been working, is something that reflects my philosophy of minimalism. I have kept very very sleek morning routine, very short, and bare minimum things with whatever I need in my morning routine that I have kept. So it reflects my philosophy of minimalism. So because that's bare minimum, I am trying to complete it all the time, on all days, and that reflects my philosophy, and that's why it looks good to me that at least this much I have to do, right? Okay, so that should reflect your philosophy. If your philosophy is that physical fitness or health and exercise something is very very important for you, of course it is important for everyone, but if that's the core of your philosophy, then maybe half an hour or 1 hour can be dedicated to your exercise routine or workout routine in your morning routine, right? So what I'm saying, trying to say here is, understand your own philosophy and try to reflect that your philosophy in the morning routine, because that is what make it will that is what will make it good for you, that is what will make it work for you. Okay, so this was understanding the ideal morning routine. Okay, so we have covered what is morning routine, why it is important, and what is an ideal morning routine. Okay, so next thing we will discuss is what are the don'ts of a morning routine. Okay, okay, so as I said, do's are very flexible, it's very personal. You can decide what are the do's of a morning routine, but don'ts are very specific, and I have heard so many people who talk about morning routine, and none of the person talk about these things, and every other person says that these things should not be there in your morning routine. Because um, if you are going to start your day with these things, of course your day will not be designed and set, destined for completing tough tasks. Okay, all right, so the first thing is that should not be there in your morning routine is social media. If you are waking up with your phone and WhatsApp messages and Facebook notifications and other Instagram notification, what happens, one thing is that it is a cheap dopamine, so you are cutting corners for getting that dopamine release, number one. Number two, you're you are automatically getting into the response mode. So you are seeing that there are so many WhatsApp messages that you need to reply to, and you are getting into response mode. Okay, I need to reply to this one, I need to reply to this one. So you are starting your day in the response mode. You will not be able to take charge of anything during the day. Of course it's not the 100% thing, but yes, it works like that. If you are starting your day in the response mode, chances are that it will be difficult for you to take charge on anything, right? But but if you are keeping the phone away, let's say 1 hour 2 hour, whatever the duration of your morning routine is, if you are keeping the phone away, then you are taking charge of your day. You are deciding how you are going to start your day. You are deciding, you are acting upon whatever you have already decided for your morning routine. Okay, so social media is a big no no. Okay, now I have talked about WhatsApp, other things like Facebook notification, Instagram notification, and news as well, and TV as well. I'm asking here to you that you should be away from gadgets, not only social media but from gadgets as well. They should not drive you. If you are waking up to the news and listening to the all the garbage that is happening, all the problems that is happening all around the world, your mind is getting in tuned with that. Instead, what you want is, you want to start your day with positivity. You want to start your day with zeal and energy and enthusiasm. So you need to take charge of those things, right? These news feeds, these social media things, they will not give you that energy. And if you are cutting corner, of course your day is now set for cheap dopamine release only. All right, so this is one thing, social media, and be away from the gadgets, TV, social media, and etc etc. All right, second thing, do not wake up and go immediate to the work, right? Take some time, Take a pause. Be in charge of that at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes, for however long your morning routine is. Be in charge of that particular time. Do not go to work immediately. So especially if you are especially if you are a working professional, right? If you are a business owner, maybe your work is your calling and that's why you are going. It is still okay. I'm not saying that you should go if you are a business owner, but still okay. But in case of us, like working professional people, our work, I mean, somebody else drives our work, right? Somebody else gives us orders, somebody else decides what work we are going to do. And as soon as we are waking up, and if we are going to do that work, we are subconsciously telling our mind that I am following orders. And there we lose the battle that of being in charge. We lose the battle that I am going to be in charge. Okay. And we start following things. We become the follower, we become the responders. All right. So as soon as you are waking up, have that set of activities of the morning routine, at least for 5 minutes, at least for 10 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever time you can sneak, whatever time you can steal before you going to the work. Steal that, and do whatever you are supposed to do in that 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and 10 minutes of window. All right. So these were the two things: social media and any other gadget, and going immediate to the work, that you need to avoid in the morning. The third thing that you need to avoid, third thing and the last thing: perfectionist mindset, especially in the beginning. Okay, what do I mean by that? So you have some set of instructions, set of activities that you have decided for yourself in the morning routine, and then you decided that tomorrow I am going to do this. So let's say that you have 5 or 6 things in your morning routine, and and the day only allowed you to complete, let's say, 3 or 4. Don't think that you are a loser. Don't think that I was not able to complete 2 or 3 other activities. Think that you were able to complete 3 of them. It's a win. You have progressed 50%. It's a win. Complete Consider yourself as a winner. Don't think that you are a loser. Don't be in that perfectionist mindset that if I have decided 6, I have to complete 6. See, life is very unpredictable. Today is different, tomorrow is going to be different, and weekends are going to be different. Next week it is going to be different, next month it is going to be different. Today's weather is different, tomorrow's weather is different, tomorrow's challenges are different, day after tomorrow's commitments are different. All right. So don't be in that perfectionist mindset. Every day will not be the same. And as you move forward day by day, whatever you are able to accomplish, whatever you are able to complete, consider that as a win. Tomorrow or the next day, try to improve upon that. Try to work little bit more. Try to wake up like 5 minutes early to complete the whole of your morning routine. So that itself is good enough. If we are able to contribute, if we are able to add 1 more minute every day in our morning routine, that itself is enough. If we are not able to complete our morning routine, so let's say that you have decided your morning routine to be 15 minutes. All right. And tomorrow you are able to complete only 5 minutes or 6 minutes. Next day, try to add 1 more minute. Next day, try to add 1 more minute. Okay. If you are not able to complete it, it's not a failure. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't be in that perfectionist mindset that if I am able to complete it perfectly, only then it's a win. It's a win. Yesterday you were not able to you were not doing anything in the morning. You were not having any morning routine. Today you are having 7 set of things aligned for your morning routine, and if you are able to complete 2 or 3 or 1, it's a win, it's a progress. So celebrate that progress, and don't think that you are not able to complete 7 things. Tomorrow you will complete 2, day after tomorrow you will complete 3, next week you will complete 4, next month you will complete 5, next year you will complete 7. It's a progress, so celebrate that progress. So these are the don'ts. Don't immediately jump to gadgets, don't immediately jump to work, and don't be in that perfectionist mindset. All right. Now, here, before moving forward, I have a special request to all of you. If you like the content that I'm creating, if you like the content that I'm producing, please rate this podcast on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you have the option to rate it. Right? Give it a 5 star, give it love, and share it with people to whom you think that this content can be useful. That's the most helpful thing that you can do. That's the most valuable contribution you can make to this podcast. If you are listening this on YouTube, then please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, and let me know what you are thinking, what you think about this content, what you want me to speak about. If you have any questions, what are your feedbacks, what are the topics that you want me to cover, and what are your understanding about these topics which I'm speaking on. What are your experiences, how this has been for you, or maybe if you have followed one of the advice that I have given in the past or in any other episode, how that has been for you. I want to listen to all those feedbacks so that I can improve upon that. All right, so this was a special request, please consider it. Please rate the podcast on iTunes and Spotify, and if you are listening to this on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. Please comment and let me know what is going on in your mind. All right, let's move forward and complete the rest of the episode. All right, so we have discussed what should not be there in the morning routine, and now let's discuss what are the elements that should be there in a morning routine. All right, and again, this is again not written on the stone, but according to my experience, I have found these are the most valuable things. Okay, so the first element that should be there in your morning routine is something related to physical health. If you want to add it, add a sport, do that. If you want to have a gym workout, if you want to add a run workout, if you want to have a body weight workout, if you want to do yoga, something related to physical health, and as simple as walking also, anything that contributes to your physical health, something should be there for 1 minute, for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes. It is up to you, it is up to your lifestyle, how you are going to lead that day. Right? For me personally, I spend around 5 to 7 minutes or sometime 20 minutes, but 5 to 10 minutes of some in the window of 5 to 10 minutes, I spend 5 to 10 minutes for my physical health every day, or maybe 4 to 5 days, I should say, in a week. All right, so something related to physical health should be there in the morning routine. Then, next thing, next element, something related to mental health and happiness. That should be there. It can be breathing exercise, it can be um, meditation, it can be journaling, gratitude journal, and mindful exercises. It can be any other kind of exercise like forgiving someone, self-care routine, whatever contributes to your mental health. Okay, so something related to that should be there in your morning routine. And the third element, which is very very important, I don't think it is optional for anyone else, anyone in, whoever is creating this morning routine for themselves. The most important element according to me is setting the intention and priorities for the day. What are the most important thing that you are going to complete today? Okay, that is very important. Some people do it in last night. That's completely fine if you are doing it last night, but if you are not, then it should be part of your morning routine. It is part of my morning routine, and I like to clear my priorities in the beginning of the day. And that's how I think that I can take charge, because that's complete, when I decide that this is the task that I need to complete during the day, that all the time that is there in my head, and until I complete, I and the one once I complete it, I feel like that I have won the day. Okay, and I try to complete that particular task in the first half of the day. Sometimes I'm not able to, sometimes I'm able to complete in the second half, or in the evening, maybe in the late night. Whenever it is getting completed, it's a win. And since I have set the intention that this particular task I'm going to complete today, and so it is constantly in my mind. If there is anything that is coming up in the day, during the day, that this needs my attention, some calls, some work, some tickets which are coming my way. Still I have that particular task in my mind, and whenever I get time I make time, and I try to complete that. And there are days when I'm not able to complete that. That is still fine, that can still happen. All right. So the fourth element which is very important in your morning routine is flexibility. You need to be flexible enough, not only in the morning routine but during the day. Sometimes I'm not able to complete the task which I have set for myself. It's okay, it's life. We all are human, we are not machine. If the task is given to us, we will complete it anyhow. And if you are like me, that who's living alone, managing everything alone, then yes, then there are so many things that we need to complete during the day. And even if you're not living alone, there are multiple other things that you need to complete, right? So sometimes life takes over and sometimes we are not able to complete what we are supposed to, and it's okay, right? If you are completing, if you are doing this 7 times in a week and you are able to complete 4 tasks that you have set in the morning, it's a win. You are progressing, right? Next week you can make it 5 next, or at least you are completing more than 50% of the things that you are supposed to. Some people are not able to complete even one thing that they are supposed to in their entire life. You are completing 4 times in a day. What more you can ask for, right? So flexibility is very important during the day also, and in the morning routine also. Let's say that you have decided 10 things in the morning routine, but today is something different and you need to go for go on a, let's say you are traveling today and you have very limited time today. So maybe you are completing only one thing, maybe you are completing only two things, and that should be okay. The flexibility should be there in your morning routine, right? And sometimes like because of weather, because of some other commitments, because of whenever life is taking over, there are things that you are not able to complete. Sometimes you are not able to start your morning routine itself, right? So that flexibility should be there in your mindset in the morning routine as well, right? That if you are not able to complete, it's okay. It should not be that every day you are missing it and it is okay. It's not okay, right? If one day you are missing it, it's okay, but next day you need to get back on the track. Do not miss your morning routine 2 times in a row. All right. Next day you need to get back to your track. Whatever you are able to complete, give your 100%, and out of 10 if you are able to complete 3 or 4, it's good enough. All right. All right. So the last leg of this episode is my morning routine that is working for me. See, as I said in the beginning, that my philosophy of life, one of the philosophy of life is minimalism. So I tried to make my morning routine as minimalistic as it can be and as short as it can be, because short morning routine was something that I have seen that is working for me. All right. And still it is flexible. So I tried keeping bare minimum things for my morning routine. So when I wake up, I just straight away I hydrate myself, like little lukewarm water. I try to take 1 2 glass, or however thirsty I am feeling. It depends on the weather as well, and it depends on the previous day as well. Do not hardwire that I need to drink 3 glass, 4 glass, 5 glass, or whatever. However I am feeling, I take that much water. I hydrate myself, then I freshen up, and then I take cold shower, right? Cold shower is something that has given a kind of boost, kind of recharge for the day, and it sets my mood, it sets the energy level, it immediately pump the energy that I have. Immediately gives me the boost of the energy to complete my morning, right? And if I get my morning right, I think and I feel that I am getting my whole day right. So I take cold shower, that's part of my morning routine. Next is I do breathing exercise, and followed by meditation. So when I do breathing exercise, it takes around 15 minutes to 20 minutes maximum, and usually 15 minutes, 15 14 15 minutes, in that range. So when I do breathing exercise, my mind becomes so calm. So breathing exercise is something that is good for my physical health as well, and as well as for my mental health. So this is like hitting two aims with one arrow. So I do breathing exercise and it calms my mind. So immediately after breathing exercise, I do meditation, and after that I take like few minutes of break, and I can do whatever I want. I can walk, I can think of things which I am supposed to complete in the day. So 2 3 minutes of break I will take, and then I will do a body weight workout. Sometime it is 5 minutes of workout, sometime it is 15 minutes, or sometime it is 20 minutes of workout. It depends on which body part I'm working, and how my day is allowing me to spend time on my workout. All right, and after that I take again 2 to 3 minutes of rest, and then I start work and start working on I start working on prioritization. So in these 2 3 minutes of break, whatever I thought, okay, this is important, this is important, this is important, I write down all those things, that these are the tasks that I need to complete today. And among them, so let's say I've written down 5 tasks that I need to complete today. Among them, what is the top most top priority task that I need to highlight? I highlight that task, and that is the task that is the intention for my day. I need to complete that task anyhow. Other four tasks are also important, but the most important one is the top priority. So once I finish that, only then I will start working on the other 4 tasks. I try to finish all 5, but usually it is not possible to finish all 5, but at least most of the times, most of the days, I get the top one task right. I get that completed, so that's a win for me. And sometime I'm able to complete all 5 6 7 whatever I have written. That's even great. Sometimes I'm able to complete 2 or 3. That's perfectly fine. At least I'm making progress. So this is something that has been working for me, because I have kept it short. That something works for me, and I kept it at bare minimum. Something for physical exercise, something for physical health, something for mental health, and prioritization. So I've not kept too many things. And hydration is again for physical health, and breathing exercise, meditation, both are for mental health. And along with prioritization, along with meditation, I right after the meditation, I think of grateful things. What all the things I am grateful for. So that is also good for my happiness and mental health. So this is my morning routine that has been working for me. I hope, and with this we have reached to the end of the topic, and I hope this has shed some light on this topic of how you need to create your morning routine that can win you your day. Right, so there is nothing that is written on a stone. You need to keep few elements in mind. Number one, that it has something related to physical health, it has something related to mental health, and it has something related to setting the intention of the day. Also, you should not start your day with social media, you should not start your day with gadgets, and not with a rigid mindset that it has to be this way. You need to be flexible enough. And yeah, that's it. That's more or less it about morning routine. You can create your morning routine, you can create 2 or 3 different type of morning routine each week. You can experiment, and you can check what is working for you. And I'm sure within a month time, you will be able to create yourself a beautiful morning routine that works for you, that helps you get through the day, and that helps you win you your day. All right, so that's the end of the topic of the day. And before I end the episode of the day, I want to invite all of you to become a member of Holistic Happiness Club. Being a member of Holistic Happiness Club has many perks. There are so many um, workshop that I organize that you will be able to part of. You will be able to join all of them, and there are question and answer, and there are so many things that you will get to know once you become the member of Holistic Happiness Club. If you want to become a member of Holistic Happiness Club, please reach out to me. I will guide you through the process. Right, I have written an ebook. The name of the ebook is The Happiness Blueprint: Practical Strategies for Achieving Fulfilled Life. It's a pocket size ebook, and it is filled with proven and actionable steps that you can apply in your life, and you can increase your happiness quotient. So the link of the ebook I will put down in the description in the show notes. You can download this ebook from that link. And also, if you want to book a one-to-one call with me, and if you want to discuss the roadblocks that you have for your success and happiness, and how you can how we both together we can devise a blueprint for your success, for your happiness. So for that, you if you want to book a one-to-one call with me, you can book that, and I will provide the link in the description and the show notes. So you can follow the link and you can book a one-to-one call with me there as well. And if you want to connect with me on social media, Instagram is the place. Happiness Architect is my Instagram handle. And if you want to check more things about me, you can check out my website. akshaytiwari.in is my website. All right. So this is the end of the episode. Till the time we are seeing each other again, stay well, take care of you, take care of your loved one, take care of the people around you, and always remember, happiness is a lifestyle. Bye bye. God bless you.